There's 3 types of videos that every single real estate agent on the face of YouTube should have on their YouTube channel. These types of videos are designed to save at least 10 hours of your time every single week. And they're also designed to convert a viewer into a lead, into a client, into repeat business. And the great thing about these videos is that you have everything you need to execute and create these videos today. You don't need to buy a course that doesn't work. You don't need to upgrade your equipment. Heck, you don't even need to change the things that you're saying in your videos. So let's get into this proven system that was designed specifically for real estate agents by remembering ABC. We're gonna answer questions that our clients are asking. We're gonna buy back our time with our videos. And we're gonna convert viewers into actual clients. Now let's unpack each one of these types of videos. The foundational videos for you as a real estate agent, regardless if you are just getting started on YouTube or working on your 1000th video, should be answering questions that you're being asked. So from now until you get some of these videos into the queues, don't struggle for topics. You don't need to go to other real estate YouTube channels right now trying to figure out what's going viral, what's working for them, what's not working for them. Look inward. Go to your text messages, go to your emails, go to your DMs. What questions are you presently being asked? And address those. Reduce the friction. You don't need to go out and do a ton of thinking about. Address the questions that are in front of you right now, because there's clearly a demand for that type of content, or else you wouldn't be getting asked about it. So take the next 5 to 10 minutes and start going through your phone, going through your text and seeing what questions did either the leads that I spoke to that came from Zillow have, what questions did that referral that my cousin Vinny gave me, what questions that they have. Reduce the friction and just start moving forward. Use whatever response you gave to that text that came in last week as your actual script, as your guiding light. Now take Franco as an example. Back in 2021, he had just gotten into real estate. And also back in 2021, he had never made a YouTube video, but he knew that YouTube worked because he'd already seen I and the rest of my team execute on this since 2018. So when it came time for him to start his YouTube channel back in 2021, one of the main questions was, what am I going to record on? And the same thing that I'm telling you right now is exactly the same thing that I told him back in 2021. Take the questions that you're getting asked right now and record a video about them, which to his credit, he did something that a lot of real estate agents don't. He took action, and he actually did. And every single week he kept coming back. He kept coming back to our momentum call and asking, well, Jaime, they're asking me this. Number 1, what's the answer? And 2, what should I do about that? And after I helped him formulate the answer on what it was that was being asked of him, then I would encourage him to record another video. And after he exhausted a good amount of the questions that were being asked of him, then we gave ourselves permission to go to the B part of our system, which is where we buy back our time. And I'll address that here in a couple of seconds, but it's very important that you understand where Franco is today, because Franco didn't abandon his YouTube channel like 95% of the real estate agents out there do. He kept going. He kept going and now has about 120,000 YouTube subscribers and is getting dangerously close to 25 million views, which translates to hundreds of real estate transactions. And remember, this was back in 2021. In 4 short years, he has made a super stellar career. So again, whether you're launching your YouTube channel right now or relaunching it now that you have a little bit more momentum, answer the questions that are being asked of you today. And by the way, if we're just meeting, my name is Jaime Resendez. Welcome to Creator Agents, where we turn video and AI into a 24/7 lead engine. All right, so I think that we know our action item with the first type of video that we should have on our YouTube channel. Now let's buy back some of our time, because as a real estate agent, you realize that you have a lot on your plate. You have to bring in business. You have to convert the business. You have to work the business. You have to ask for referrals. You have a lot on your plate. Being a solopreneur is exhausting, but one of the best things that you can do for your real estate business, and heck, your family, because now they're going to see you a lot more, is introduce workflow videos into your workflow. These are videos that you as a real estate agent get to introduce into your workflow. These are videos that you share with buyers that are currently buying with you. These are videos that you share with the sellers that are currently listed with you. These are your videos that are designed to buy back your time, so you don't have to be on the phone 24/7, following up with that buyer that just has all these questions, or sending out a 3-page email trying to answer the same thing over and over and over again to that listing agent that's just so frustrated on why their home won't sell. Now, I understand that everybody's workflow is different, but the reality is that you have a workflow. You'll want to have YouTube videos in your library that address what to do when you're under contract, so your buyers know very well what they should be doing and not do. That video right there of what to do while you're under contract is one that you have to have in your channel. Let's take this one step further. Whenever you send a contract over to your clients, especially if they're first-time home buyers, probably need to explain that contract. So why not make a very comprehensive video on what an offer is, what's within the contract, what addendums you're attaching, and all of that. So when you do send out that offer next time for your clients to sign, they have a video to reference. Now, you don't want to individualize every single one of these videos, but you do want to have at least one very comprehensive video that addresses the main points. So that way you can rinse and repeat and have that video on hand for all the clients that you're going to have. In fact, ironically, this video, was actually the very first YouTube video that I uploaded on our YouTube channel. This is effectively my origin story, which began when I was working with George and Maria when they were trying to buy a house. They worked different schedules, and if I'm honest, I was a little bit frustrated because the same information that I was presenting to Maria in the mornings, I would have to present to George in the evenings. It became a bit too much. So my big brain idea back at the time was, why not actually record this? Why am I doing all of this work where I'm scheduling in the mornings trying to get a hold of one of them, and then in the evenings trying to get a hold of the other, and then very into the night address all of the questions because they spoke together and confused each other? There had to be a better way. And that's how I figured how to share the screen on my laptop, and I figured how to actually record into it so my audio was coming through. Now remember, this is 2018, so a lot of the apps that we have right now, like Loom, didn't exist. And while I figured that part out, I didn't realize that in order for me to share a large file such as a video was going to be so problematic. So in a way, I was actually forced to drop it onto YouTube because at that point, they could play it from their phone without any issue. And I want to play about 10 seconds of that video, of course, removing all the sensitive information, but the actual video that was shared with George and Maria to illustrate that everybody has a starting point and that done is better than perfect.
Good morning, it's Jaime. I wanted to shoot a quick video about the contract or the offer that we're going to be making on the property. There's a few questions that are still yet to be answered, but you'll see those here in a few seconds.
Now, don't judge. I recognize that it's not perfect. And while this setup right here is not perfect, it's far from it. It's significantly better than where I started. So back then I didn't save 10 hours a week because one, I didn't have that type of business to begin with. And there was one video that I shared with two people, Maria and George, but I quickly realized the power of YouTube and I quickly realized the power of these workflow videos. So that's when I documented all of our workflows, and every single time we bring on a new client, they are getting introduced to a different part of the transaction through these videos. If you create these workflow videos right, where you're buying back some time, you're gonna be able to put them publicly on your YouTube channel, which is gonna allow you to bring additional business, convert the business that you have right now a lot quicker. And for sure, the primary reason that you're creating these videos all together is save some time. Because again, these types of videos are the videos that you're sharing with the clients that you're actively working with right now. And by the way, if this particular part of our system resonates with you, comment workflow down below. But now let's get to the ultra fun part of our system, which is converting viewers into clients. These are the types of videos that can live on your YouTube channel here once again publicly and bring you business. And these are also the types of videos that you can send to your database to accelerate that conversion. These types of videos are the ones that you can send to the Zillow leads that you're receiving. These types of videos are the ones that you can send out to the Facebook leads that come in. The best way to think about these videos is see them as relief pitchers. They're coming in to close the deal. These videos speak and heavily resonate to the individuals that are at the bottom of the funnel that are ready to go. Now, one of my favorite conversion videos is the how to buy a house in insert that particular city. This video I use for absolutely everything. This video is not going to get a billion views, but it is going to still live on my YouTube channel, and it's going to be watched by thousands and thousands of people that will then in turn reach out to me. So this is going to bring me some business. But even if it didn't, I'm okay with that, because again, my purpose here is to convert the leads that I already have. This video is sent out to everybody that comes into my funnel, and is a required watch to all of my leads that are getting ready to have a discovery call with me. Because when we get to our discovery calls, I'm not there to go through the entire buyer presentation. I am there to answer questions. Now, you may do it differently, and I understand the importance of a buyer consultation, but at the volume of business that we're bringing in, I don't have the time to go to each one of these discovery calls and start from ground zero, educating a buyer from beginning to end. Now, these types of videos aren't exclusive to buying a house. They can work on the listing side. So as an example, we have a video that we send out to FSBOs on how to sell a house without a real estate agent, which oftentimes leads to more questions from that homeowner, which more questions means more time with that homeowner, which over time, give it a couple of weeks, they end up turning into a listing. Now, another video that works extremely well for us right now is how to buy a new construction home. 9 out of our last 10 transactions have been for new construction. So we made an hour-long video addressing everything you could possibly ever want to know, step by step, on how to buy a new build. And there's so many other topics that you can record on that fall within this category, the category of converting viewers into actual clients. Now, here's ultimately what this system is designed to do. It's designed to buy your time back and convert leads a lot quicker. These are videos that I believe every single real estate agent should have on their YouTube channel. And I'm going to push this a little bit further and get a little bit controversial. Even if you never get a brand new lead from YouTube itself, now you will, but even if you weren't able to get one single soul to call you as a result of you creating content on YouTube, if you follow our framework, if you follow our ABCs, you will be successful with YouTube. You will at bare minimum be saving yourself 10 hours a week because of the content that you have on your channel. The channel that you're able to send to the leads that you're currently working on so you can close them a lot quicker, but also the same content that you're able to share with your clients right now, so you don't have to get on the phone, send emails, send all these texts, have all this follow-up that precludes you from focusing on your family or focusing on getting more business. Now, what if you want to take it up a notch? What if you want to get 10,000 views, 50,000 views, 100,000 views on your next YouTube video? You're going to want to watch this video next for that.